Expand the ballot, expand the vote. Ex-felons got a right to vote 2026. For the last 20 years, I was making a documentary about Baltimore and how you treat ex-felons. N62528. I'm a precedent-setting case. State of Illinois versus Duane Davis, 1986. State of Maryland versus Duane Davis, 2011. Activism ain't terrorism. That's Michelle Alexander. She wrote the book, The New Face of Old Jim Crow. That's me. I made the movie. She wrote the book. I made the movie. She ain't never been to jail. That's Spike Lee. He made the movie Do the Right Thing. When Spike Lee came to town, man, he went through the back door of the library. Activism ain't terrorism. So I hope you do the right thing. That's my mother, Corrine Davis. On February the 2nd, she died from cancer. On February the 7th, y'all locked me up and charged me with terrorism for making a movie about your politics. It's the 90 days of session. Sign or die is April the 13th. I'm looking for exoneration of the Supreme Court. And y'all running out of time. That's C.D. Witherspoon, NAACP. Like I said, Monday. Y'all running out of time. Look at the DVD with C.D. Witherspoon Meltdown with the toilet. It was some South Park shit. Expand the ballot, expand the vote. We went from enslavement to mass incarceration. I'm a political prisoner living in Baltimore, Maryland, because I was making a documentary. Y'all made Baltimore the Wire? This is Baltimore Rewired. Yeah, I'm a political prisoner behind the war on drugs. From mass incarceration to enslavement. This is the 43rd district, all right? And these are our representatives. Mary Washington ain't opened her mouth since she was Delegate Washington. Embry been knowing about this from the beginning, all right? That's Commissioner Worley, Commissioner Batts, Commissioner Davis, Melvin Russell. Yeah, Baltimore City Police Department. We're going to play the tapes like Watergate. We're going to play the FBI tapes. We're going to play all the tapes. It's the Black Chronicles. You feel me? Shorty, pull your mask up. We're going to play that one too. Because like I said, that's my mama. Michelle Alexander wrote the book. Like I said, I made the movie. Maryland's prison industry. O'Malley and Brown's money machine. So the Attorney General got to get a special prosecutor. Because when this movie come out, I ain't got to change nobody's name. I can say Brandon Scott. And right here, Shorty's, in regards to your documentary, I would not be able to appear. When I say Deborah Ray, we can go Deborah Ray all day. That's Governor Blagojevich from the state of Illinois. That's Blagojevich. You feel me? So I got everything documented. We talking about the money behind mass incarceration. Like I said, y'all made Baltimore the Wire. This is Baltimore Rewired. That's my Freedom Fighter Award from Hassan Giordano and Be More News. All right? Malcolm X Award. And this is notarized. It makes it legal in any state in this country. And that's my visitor's pass to Annapolis. And it's about your prison industry. All right? Judges, lawyers, and politicians. And that's the United States Senate. See that? That's Melvin Russell and Commissioner Davis. That's Kim Trueheart. And like I said, remember the C.D. Witherspoon meltdown? I put the toilet in front of the federal courthouse, and he came over there and kicked the toilet, and the Baltimore police ain't say nothing. That was a classic. This is a jailhouse diary. See the date? 2007. All right? It's handwritten. All right? It's handwritten. You stand for Casa, you're going to stand for me. Because like I said, this is going to the Sundance Film Festival. It's about our elected officials and who running for office. All right? Because Ivan Bates got this. Barnett know about this. Boat Wright witnessed this. And that's my lawyer, Mr. Bailey. It's 20 years. It's 20 years. Starbucks and Shorty. From 2006 to now. That's 20 years a slave. It's 90 days of session. And right here, this is to prove I was making a movie about your judicial system. Gary Collins got a lot of this information. Fox 45, David Smith. Right there. It's a political statement. That's what the toilet is. And it's also my freedom of speech. Same way you protected the Westboro Baptist Church, you're going to have to protect me. See the date? March 3rd, 2011. On March 3rd, 1986, check that out. March 3rd, 1986, I'm a precedent-setting case in Illinois and in Maryland. If I go to jail, I got to share that toilet with an inmate. 2026, we're going to share this toilet with the world. And Spike Lee and Michelle Alexander going to be the star of the show. We're going to do the right thing. You feel me? We're going to do the right thing. That's Senator Smith. And right there is Malcolm Ruff. See the date? That's the Maryland Black Caucus. February the 2nd at 8:53 a.m. I gave this information. I blew the whistle on Scott Schellenberger, Greg Bernstein, and Governor O'Malley's mom machine. And if you go directly to Delegates to Net, you got all my paperwork. You feel me? That's Pastor Dante Hickman. The doors of the church is open. All right? It's election year. We talking about mass incarceration in your prison industry. We talking about the new faces of old Jim Crow. Racism don't work without black cooperation. That's Governor Westmore and me. And that's my writ of sociority. You feel me? That's my writ of sociority. And that's Steny Hoyer, National Constitution Day. And that's David Trone and me. So Jill P. Carter, David Trone, let's pull out the paperwork. Knowledge makes a man unfit to be a slave. All right, David Trone, you running for office. Bring out my sign. I gave this to David Trone as a gift. Shorty, Duane Shorty Davis. All right. Duane has been building communities in Baltimore for over 20 years and is passionate about bringing people together and getting them to think about things in new ways and taking care of them with good food. Duane will use this award to support the project The Good in the Hood. All right. So I did my job. So Kwaisi and Fumi wrote a letter. Johnny Oleski wrote a letter. Now it's time for Also Brooks and Van Hollen and the other representatives to do their job. You feel me? That's David Smith, 2007. Like I said, I was making a documentary. I'm the cook in Baltimore. That's 1999, the best of the best in Baltimore. You feel me? The best of the best in Baltimore. That's Brian Frosh, No Picks After Dark, and Bill Ferguson. So Bill Ferguson don't act like he don't know what I'm talking about. He's a part of this. It's the 90 days of session. Corey McCray. Expand the ballot, expand the vote. Ex-felons got a right to vote. All right. So you can go to the ACLU. You go to the Citizens Policing Project. You can go to Helping Oppressed People Excel. And you can go directly to the NAACP. All right. The NAACP. C.D. Witherspoon. It's the 90 days of session. We got 29 more days left. That's where we started it at. November 2006. Get Shorty. Hope changes lives. And I hope you're paying attention. Because we're going to play the tapes. And we still got the toilets. That's my Freedom Fighter Award. Freedom ain't never free. Freedom's something you got to fight for. So we're going to go to court and end this where we started it at. That's me and Nick at Starbucks. And that's our story. And I'm sticking to it. So Spike Lee, tell them about your visit to Baltimore. Why'd you have to go through the back door? Yeah. Michelle Alexander, talk about our visit. Ray Winbush, The Real News, Paul J., Mark Steiner, WEEA Radio, Dr. K. Let's do it today. I'm the founding member of the Baltimore Block. Remember that. And we're going to use the Constitution for us because you use it against us. And this is where we started at in 2010. You see who it is? Judge Boris. I named the judges. And that's Senator Kelly. He financed my movie. He gave me $10,000. And he put it on videotape. Ask his wife. That's Malcolm Ruff and Frank Conway Sr. And that's Scott Schellenberger. That's Commissioner Harris. That's Commissioner Worley and Brandon Scott. We talking about the Black Chronicles 2026. Like Ivan Bay said, don't gamble with your freedom. We playing dominoes, Operation Dominoes. So everything that Brandon Scott got, he got to turn over. And that's Gretchen, my witness. And that's me. You feel me? We're going to finish what we started. We're going to finish what we started. In Annapolis. So we all on the same page? Johnny Oleski, Pastor Singletary. Yeah, the doors of the church is open. We're going to open, but the doors of the court is next. Exoneration of the Supreme Court, because you can't stop the movie. And I ain't got to change nobody's name. Michelle Alexander wrote the book. I made the movie.